Good morning and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lan Jahi. I've always wanted to say that so bad. But anywho, it's Wednesday. I didn't know Wednesdays are for candid conversations. Reasons why I have this platform is because we have spaces we can talk about sex all we want. We can talk about, all the fun things in life, or all the things that, excite, and we can gossip all we want. But the key fundamental conversations are not happening. And this channel gets to cover that. Most of the things will be derived from my own life experiences, which is why I bring the conversation I want to bring now. Well, this comes from a point of love and honesty and an unbiased place. Okay? The place where I sit, I have a lot of conversations and I talk to people from all walks of life. Some things that cut across all sects. And please get this, I'm a woman and I'm proud of being a woman. And I believe the woman still juggles a lot in this century. And what I wouldn't have us do is still get to shoot ourselves on the foot and cry victim. And because of that, I want to bring this conversation up. And from what I've gathered, I want you to understand this. Number one, a man is born of a woman. I don't know why somehow in our head we think that men are just creatures that dropped from a different planet and came to Earth. We are the same people that bring men to this earth. So just like us, they feel everything. And just like us, they don't have shit figured out. Why am I having this conversation? Because being someone that gave birth at a very young age, I had my son when I was 18. That is the first time I was exposed to everything. That is the first time I was experiencing everything. You can imagine how intense that could be. And I'm saying this in relation to any teen woman or a mother that has had her kid at a very young age. What comes after that, especially when you've had it with somebody who's also equally young, you don't know what to do or how to go about things. And it results to a concoction of a lot of disagreements, conflict, and bitterness. But when you have conversation with people out here, and I'm not saying this, I'm not saying, I don't know how to really put this, but say just like they're good women, they're also really good men. Because they've been born of a woman, brought up by a woman, so they're pieces of us that has transferred into them the goodness and the bad. So just the way they're good women and bad women, they're also good men and bad men. So when it comes to the cases of baby daddies and baby mamas, it's a very sensitive topic. But because I know where I stand, I know where I come from with this conversation, I think it's key that we get to listen to it. Shit can go down way bad. And I know it's easy to blame the other party. But really, what we failed to forget, if we genuinely have an honest conversation with ourselves, even without anyone hearing, we know we have a play at how things went bad. And once you're a mom, your life is just more than just yourself. So when you're making decisions, it is hard. But you have to try not to be selfish with them because of what you're currently feeling. Because even that feeling, in due time, it's going to go away. You don't want to remain in a place of guilt that you should have done things a different way. The spaces that I've been, men talk about how sometimes they get mistreated with their baby mamas. And I know this because I also did this. And the mistreatment doesn't have to be physical. It can be mental. And I think there's nothing more taunting than a mental, insult. Tormenting somebody mentally. It's reached too far. And sometimes people don't know how to come back from them. So take it from me. If you're a baby mama or if you're a baby daddy and you just separate, and at this point you're not co-parenting or you're not seeing eye to eye, maybe it's time you just stepped back and had a very honest conversation with yourself. Unajua uweze jidanganya na hata ukijidanganya unajuanga. So hako ka moment uko hapo hivi unajiongelesha. Hebu kwa tu ukweli. Enyewe useme enyewe nimekuwa nikiblame say this much, but hata mimi kuna kenye mimi nilifanya. Accountability, the moment you start taking accountability of your own actions on how things went back, you start to get back your power. People think you lose it. That's why they easily blame others. But no, you get your power back when you start being accountable about stuff, but to yourself. Not because you want to prove anything to nobody, because you want to be honest with yourself. Then from there, you ask yourself, how best do we forge forward? Because there's another life that is outside of us, that is caught up in the crossfires of our ego, of the conflict, or, hey, oh, that's a very nice car. I want us to be able to make progress in our lives. And in doing that, we will be sorting the very broken parts of us. And part of getting to know the broken parts of us and resolving that is having tea with the demons. And our demons are of our own creation. Get your power back. Start having honest conversation with yourself. Be accountable. And don't be so hard on yourself. You didn't know better. You didn't. So you have to forgive yourself at some point. You can't blame yourself for life. Hell no. If you knew better, you would have done better. But you didn't. And that's why I tell every one of you that as you walk out here, I want you to know and register this. That everybody you meet is doing the best they can, the best way they know how, regardless of what that looks like. It may not be the best for you, but it's best for them. So be kind. Men, I want to know what your experience has been in parenthood, especially if you're having a baby mama. Women, I also want you to talk to me about the same, but also tell me where you felt you did wrong, or tell me where you felt you took part in how things went wrong. I'm going to show you how you take back your power. And not because you have to go against anyone, but because you want to go to the mirror and look at yourself and say, hey, I've made the mistakes I've made. That doesn't make me a terrible person. And I want to do better. So until then, this will be an ongoing conversation. And I know in the end, but with the time we get to December, we would have made positive progress towards improving ourselves. And that keeps me hopeful. So ciao, bye. Hope you guys have a lovely day. And listen to this conversation. When you hear it first and you're in a point of judgment, like I don't understand what I'm talking about, just put your ego aside and listen again. And listen to yourself. Bye.